The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Grot and Dante return on their quest to eradicate the curse of the Threadless. The peaceful people of Parasha live a quiet and tranquil existence, but evil is coming to rip apart their lives, for some more literally than others.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 10 of season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Thank you for still being with us, those people who are still with us. That's lovely of you. I know we're every other week now, but it's so nice that people still care and still listen. So I hope you're enjoying this season as much as I am. If you are enjoying it, please let us know on the Facebook and Twitter. I'm back in the Facebook account. I worked out how to get back in there and how to change the password back. So that's exciting news. I felt like an actual hacker, even though it was just getting a password sorted. And thank you to the person people have been buying t-shirts, and that's amazing. They're at Threadless. And thank you so much for buying those. I think they look really nice. I have one, and it makes me happy, and I'm glad it makes other people happy as well. So thank you for that. You guys are amazing. But more important than how amazing you are is that you enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. Things are hotting up for Grot and Dante.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. Grot, grot, grot. Hot for Grot. So, Dante is hanging out with Gorlock, and they have managed to sneak into the freak show and the circus in general, dressed as grandfather and son.
Which Dante was thrilled about.
Dante is armourless, but is trying to sort of detect Vryloka. He is with Gorlock. Gorlock's playing a game at the moment, and Dante is sort of just hovering around, seeing, what he can see, checking where guards are, running intel.
Yeah, we decided we'd seen a bit. We might head back, so we're about to head back towards the forest.
Yeah, Grot, on the other hand, has had maybe slightly more success. He's managed to stealth up towards this purple tent where Gorlock had told him important meetings take place, and in doing so, Grot found the purple tent, and he saw there was one guard protecting it. That guard almost slipped over on one occasion, and Grot watched, and then this guard has fallen over again. Grot caught a bit of a conversation where they said, we must finish what we're doing. Yeah. We can't back out now. So whatever they're doing is important enough that these murders have not put them off their stride.
So no matter how much we try and ruin our chance...
Well, yeah, it does seem that way, that you have come across something that is quite urgent or quite important.
Constance needs them to do it.
Constance would not accept failure. So, Grot, you were just planning what you're going to do now. What is your plan?
So the guard that has been there had fallen over and knocked his...
Fallen over and put out his own torch, after failing on botches and having to roll D100s twice.
So I'm going to go back to the purple tent and try and listen hard with my ears.
Hard done.
Okay, roll it up, Scotty, roll it up.
4 + 4, 8.
You catch nothing of any interest, just arguing and general swearing as they're sort of they're sort of disagreeing about something.
Right, I'm going to go again. I'm going to keep there and just try and listen a bit harder, get a bit... Maybe move round to another section of the tent.
Certainly.
In fact, what I might do is I might very, very, very shallow at the bottom of the tent to slice
a little hole
in the tent so I can open it up and listen in.
Okay.
Why don't you put your whole ear through it?
I might do.
Right, sleight of hand.
Right, sleight of hand. Here we go. Right. Rolled so low. 18.
18. Right. The slice happens and the conversation carries on.
Okay,
You can hear it. You now have an advantage on perception rolls.
Thank God. Okay, I'm going to listen again. 40. 40 + 4, 18.
It's good.
So you hear one of the voices say, we only need 2 more days maximum, and then I think we'll have extracted what we need.
Interesting. Right, with that, I think I'm going to leave it and go back to the red tent.
Okay.
It's fairly open now. I'm going to do another perception check to make sure it is still open.
You hear a figure exit the purple tent quite close to you.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to just stay. Do I think if I jump back under the caravan, I'll be seen?
No, you think that was a pretty good place
Okay,
to hide.
I'm going to jump under the caravan then and stuff under there. All right, 14 plus 12.
You are hidden.
What's your favourite number at the moment?
I know, tell me about it.
The figure looks around either direction, doesn't see you, but he is sort of looking around. He turns back in the tent and goes, "Your guard has disappeared. This area is completely unguarded." And he goes walking back over. Do a perception check for us. You've dark vision, don't you?
Yes, I do. Who is it? 14.
Now, he seems to be a smaller figure. You can't sort of get a good look at him. But he seems to have, you can see that he's a sort of small guy with white hair. Walking back towards the red and white tent.
What was the description Dante gave me about?
Curly-haired woman.
Yeah,
There's a curly-haired woman. This is a smaller man.
His dark-skinned, curly-haired woman. This is a smaller man. All right, with white hair.
But the white-haired man was what we got earlier. Description for the man from the mines by.
Oh yeah, white skin and goggles. That was.
I can't remember who gave us that description.
White hair and goggles. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember who gave us that.
Can I
description.
see goggles on this man?
Roll another perception so you see a strap of goggles.
Oh, I will. 18 plus 4. Give it to me,
There's only a
boy.
strap around the back of his head. And you watch him walk over to the red tent and go inside.
So, remind us, who was that? Was that Art?
The description was Arkwright.
I can't remember who told us about
I could have
that.
just killed him then. And then we could just leave this town.
You found that out from a acrobat whose name you never quite caught.
You got some of his viscera on you, though.
Ah, him, right, okay.
Oh, here.
Oh, that one I murdered. Oh, yes. Right, well, I'm going to try and sneak to the red tent and do some listening as well there. So I'm going to
Okay.
sneak from under the
So
caravan.
you see him enter in there, yeah?
Okay. Going to sneak round.
14.
Plus 12. Yeah.
You there, you're silent.
Okay. I'm going to try and listen to hear what kind of activity is going on.
You don't see any torches coming towards you still. That man doesn't seem to have returned with a fresh torch.
Okay.
Okay, roll it up.
I mean, if he was my security guard, he'd be beaten.
3 plus 4.
Don't hear a thing from inside.
Can I... If it's lit on the inside...
I'm kicking your leg. He's making my microphone go
Sorry.
like that.
I'm too excited. If it's lit on the inside, can I see any shadows projected onto the...
Not a one.
Would I think that's weird?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try... Can I try and lift up the tent and just peek under it?
It is, even as you look at it, this is nailed down all the way along tight. Someone has secured this down so people can't sneak under here very easily.
Okay, well...
They put pins all the way along it.
Do we remember a thing about Vorlog not having shadows or something? Is that the thing?
Nope, Violet have shadows.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, somebody's that.
But it does suggest that there's lights inside the tent, but no one's, like, you'd expect shadows to be...
Might be lying down.
Inside. Even this guy who's walked in, that doesn't seem to be casting a shadow.
Might be the lights around the outside shining in. Like out on the perimeter, on the inside of the tent, and shining into the middle of the tent.
Yeah, it could be. Could be anything.
I'm going to try and move round, and I'm going to do another slit job.
Okay.
Yeah, you like it? 13 plus 12.
I do like it. Yeah, now.
Okay.
25.
You slice it, and you have a higher. You have advantage on listening now.
I want to peer in.
You want to try and peer in. Peer in's going to be hard. Like you're going to have to make a bigger hole to peer in, as in you'd have to pull it apart. So there might be a bit more danger in sort of pulling up.
I'll listen to begin with. Ooh, 19 plus 4, 23.
You can hear banging and sort of equipment moving.
Maybe they're creating there's a tunnel or a hole. Or...
Maybe it's the mine, yes. Is that what you're suggesting?
No, well, not that it's the mine, but maybe, could be, I don't know.
Why were you suggesting a tunnel and not a mine?
They're linking to something, but I mean...
Yes, insight roll. Is the double banging because they're hiding the explosions in this tent?
Roll it up.
19!
It
Plus
does
4!
seem, it would make sense that when they're setting off Escobarbadon's cannon and there's other blasts happening, that maybe they're trying to cover up that they are doing something.
This is where it is. Okay. Shall I try and peer inside? No, I feel like I know what's going on in there. Maybe... I'm gonna roll another insight. Maybe they're stealing people to make them work in the mines. I'm not so sure on that one, because it's 6
You
plus
don't know,
4,
maybe.
10.
You've got a few reasons why they'd want to steal people. They like to eat people. They could be working in the mines. There's lots of things they could do with a person.
It's a growth industry, human trafficking.
Yes, indeed.
Right, I'm going to go back to the forest.
Okay, Dante and Gork and Grot, after a while, all meet up back in the forest. Dante at Dante's armour, which was a meeting point, and they sort of huddle around and discuss. Is everyone sharing what they found out?
Yeah.
No secrets held. So Dante is now aware that inside that tent there is definitely some sort of industrial work occurring. And Grot is aware that the freak show and that they can walk around relatively unmolested if they are in disguise because of the amount of people there, and it's busy enough to do that. But there are definitely people there who are sort of part of the Delata.
Grot, do you think with the size of the tent, is it feasible it's a mining entrance?
I guess so.
Roll up and inside the two of you.
Yeah.
You can all see the size of the tent.
22.
17 plus 4. Yeah.
It's a big old tent. If it was a mine shaft, yeah, certainly you could cover a mine shaft entrance with it.
If it's a mine shaft, they've got to be putting earth somewhere. Like, you can't be digging down and whatnot. But basically, the explosions, because I was in the freak show bit when there were explosions going off.
Yeah.
Auditorily wise, would it sound like it was coming from that red tent? Surely we'd be able to hear that.
Well, you're coming from the next tent along. Why would you be able to hear that?
No, I'm saying, like, would we be able to see if it's coming from the red tent or the big tent? Because they're not in the same place, are they?
No, but they're very close to each other. It was coming from relatively the same area. You're not entirely sure.
Okay.
You didn't roll particularly well on any checks on that.
Gorlock. Have you seen Earth being moved around at all when you were sitting up here?
Earth?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible from what Mr. Timothy has seen that they're digging a mine or something in that tent.
The miners do go in that tent. I thought that was just their base, but I've never seen anything come out. Only people go in.
Okay. So no barrels or anything or trucks or anything go out of the tent?
No.
What does go into the tent?
Oh, well, nothing go that, but barrels go into the tent sometimes. The miners take, like, I've seen equipment go in there, boxes and stuff. And then obviously we take the people to there.
So stuff goes in, but nothing comes out.
Yep.
Unless they magic it or something.
Well, what if... I guess the question is, how do we get into that tent then? People go in. You're a person.
So are you.
Sometimes.
No, we don't think any of the clowns go in, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, the clowns definitely go in. The clowns are in the Della Arta. Not the Della Arta clowns go in, but you tell, like... Gorlock says some of the senior clowns allowed in there.
Oh, and look what I have! And Grot shows off his clown outfits he stole.
Oh, yeah, no, I reckon... Yeah, they're some of the outfits from the show.
I just wonder if it's too risky. We go in there and we get spiked or seen or whatever.
Be bad to get spiked.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind,
I don't want to get spiked.
they're specifically looking for Gorlock.
Gorlock.
Well,
It'd be easier if there was some sort of distraction
like...
rather than trying to move incognito.
Like animals being released by the drones.
Like animals being released or an explosion or... In fact, Gorlock, what sort of times a day do they use this tent? Is it
all day, all night.
the time?
That's always busy.
Where do they keep the explosives? Do you
What
know?
explosives?
Oh, he doesn't know about the explosives.
Well, we saw them moving stuff from the cars, didn't we?
Yep.
Back.
But I wonder if there's a pool of explosives somewhere we can set off. Maybe it's all down the mine.
The boxes oh no, we wouldn't have got close enough. Maybe it's worth you getting in and having a look at the carts at the back, the ones that look like they're from the mining places.
Sure.
See if there's any cases in there When I was in the sulfur place, albeit briefly, where I've seen what kind of boxes the sellers there would have
He
sold.
pointed you towards a sort of green wooden box, rope handles at either end. That's how he was personally selling it.
I described that to Grot. Maybe you should go have a look at that.
Okay.
See if you can see any of those.
Should we wait?
I know how much you like explosives. I mean,
I do like explosives.
but please don't get too excited.
Should we wait for the dead of night to hit? Maybe it'll be easier for me to sneak in.
It almost sounds like if there's stuff going on, it would be easier now, surely, with this background sounds of the fair and the...
You rolling insights?
22.
In the middle of the night, the caravans where they sleep, it might be even busier there in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's at work at the moment, so you're almost going around the streets when it's deserted at the moment. There are those guards around there, but there's only 3 who are moving around with torches. I mean, it's not easy, but it's certainly possible.
If you go in there, I'll wait with Gorlock, and if I hear screaming and fighting, then we'll make haste away.
Okay, well, if you say so.
Or maybe come and help you, I'm not sure.
3 guards, though, it's going to be tricky. Okay, let's move back round with a distance still, like on the forest line, to look at the caravans.
Okay.
When we look at it, where can we see where we think these mining carts are? Can we see where the guards are?
They're sort of from the purple tent. You're talking about 7 or 8 caravans up. There's a little cluster of darker, different sort of caravans that look substantially different. You can see this is also some horses are corralled around there as well.
What if we release the horses?
Well, I mean, they'll obviously have to go out and get them back. I think that with members of the public here, it would be more of an issue if there were bigger animals maybe released.
You really want to release some lions to go eat
I think it would really...
You don't care about collateral body count at all, do you?
No, well, no. For the ultimate aim, I think, to create as much chaos as possible here, to distract as many of the guards, perhaps horses might not be as effective.
Well, I don't know how we're going to release a lion.
We'll ask the automatons to do it.
But then we're back to square one. How are we going to get to the automatons?
I've not seen an automaton since we're moving around again.
Right, okay, so we
You
haven't...
saw none around when you were working. Grot hasn't seen any in a
Right.
while. You saw a couple come out and get some stuff, but that was before the fair had sort of kicked off. And God, like I told you, when people are around, they try and keep the automatons hidden away somewhere.
See if you can find out which caravan they're in.
Okay. Well, I guess off I go then. Let's hope this doesn't turn into a bloodbath as he pulls out his 2 punching daggers.
Right, so you're sneaking up
Punch.
to the caravans.
I'm gonna try and wait to see where. What's the general pattern? Can I see any pattern? They're going in and out of the caravans.
In and out of the caravans, just sort of mooching around. Doesn't seem to be like a set as static up. But that guy had like a route up and down.
Yeah.
These 3 just seem to be mooching back and forth.
I'm gonna try and quickly go to the closest caravan and then just get underneath it.
Okay, roll it up, Scotty.
18 plus 12.
Okay, yep, they've got no idea.
Okay, so I'm under this caravan. What does this one look like when I came close?
Clearly one of the fairground caravans, like the
Okay.
one you've been in before.
Okay, so I'm gonna look around. What caravans are close to me? We got a mining one. Have we got...
No, the mining one's a little bit further inside
Okay.
the corral.
Can I hear anything going on inside this caravan?
No, silence.
Okay. Okay, so if I look to where the mining ones are...
There's a couple of caravans between you and the mining ones.
Yeah, I'll just try
You
and
could go under and under.
just go under each one when I think they're turned their back.
As Grot goes off, I turn to Gorlock and say, look how he moves, so majestic in the night.
Okay.
And he's gone.
Gorlock nods and sort of like he starts scuttling around you, trying to sort of practice those movements.
Try harder.
He trips. It's not full
My
over,
boy.
He stumbles.
My boy.
We'll keep that between
in
ourselves.
a formal gamery way, if you want to guess his number.
Okay, so I'm going to try and go to the next caravan. Ooh, 20. Unnatural.
One of the torches swings close to you as you get there, but you feel that you managed to get away just in time. But that was tight.
Okay. Having another look, what can I see around me?
This caravan is slightly more rustic, like a little bit more beaten down. You don't think it would have been necessarily a performer's caravan. It seems a bit more basic.
Okay. Was there windows on this caravan that I could see?
Shutters again on the outside.
On the outside. When I was in the other one, the shutters, were they locked?
No, they can just be lifted up and stuff.
Okay. So I want to try and have a look in this caravan.
Okay.
If I have a look in, would looking at the shutter or the front door expose
Shutter
me?
would be more subtle.
Okay, right.
Go on, see how he moves with the agility of a cat.
I'm going to just peek up, lift myself up and open the shutter. Alright, 15 plus 12.
Okay, you see the lights sort of swing vaguely in your direction, but you think you're quick enough to look up, have a quick peek around, you've got dark vision, you can see inside. Just like 2 sets of bunk beds either end, so 4 bunk beds overall, 8 beds, stinks of booze and sweat. This just seems somewhere where men and women pile into sleep.
See how he peers like an owl in the night.
Alright, well I'm going to keep going.
I love how he's so stealthy that you two can clearly see him from hundreds of feet away going, there he is, look at there.
Okay.
Gorlock has tripped again in his plan.
Stay still,
in a very
Gorlock.
formal gamery way. Again.
Stay still, Gorlock.
So I'm going to... So looking, am I near the mining carts?
Yeah, you're one away. The next slide's going to take you underneath the mining cart.
The carts, are they just like, they're carts which have stuff in the back of them?
They look like they're sort of, like they're sort of like carts full of equipment. They're covered sort of caravan style, but they look like they're more full of equipment than people. The other ones are all wooden tops, so you think, that people would sleep in these ones. These ones don't look like people would sleep. They're more equipment-based ones.
Alright, I could go have a look. I don't know what I'm going to get from having a look, really, but...
See if there are explosives in the cards.
Yeah, I suppose, but I'm just going to snake off afterwards anyway. I'm going to... I'll try and sneak over to the mining cart and have a look inside. 17 plus 12.
Yep, you're underneath it.
See how he crouches like a tiger in the grass.
Okay, and I'm going to have a look
roll it up.
The tarpaulin. 18.
You see a lot of like picks, a lot of like wire, rope, and you do see boxes that are like the ones Dante described. These wooden boxes with wooden rope handles, but most of them are empty.
Empty. Weird. I guess they're already been used. Okay. So, looking around, are there any other carts that look suspicious? Because we've got carts that look like they're performers' carts, sleeping carts,
roll it
miners'
up.
carts. I'm specifically trying to work out, or I could do maybe
Anything
an
that might have
insight.
some information in it.
Yeah, anything that might have info in it, or anywhere that it looked like the drones might be kept.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a botch.
No, you don't. In fact, like all the carts look boring to you.
They are boring. Okay, I'm gonna... How close am I to the horses right now?
Yeah, you're really quite close. You've got yourself right over there, so the horses are covering any sort of noise.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pick up a stone off the ground.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and sneak back under the cart I was under before, the sneaky one.
Not difficult.
Okay. Do I need to roll?
See how he flows like the water down a river.
Yep, you're fine.
Easy.
You snuck underneath your car.
Right. I'm gonna look around. Are the guards nearby?
One of them's sort of relatively close, but you think you've got a little bit of movement space. He'll turn around in a second. You're judging it relatively well.
I'm gonna wait for the horses, for the guards to be looking kind of away from where the horses are, and I'm gonna throw a rock at one of the horses.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that?
Yes.
3.
I mean, can you imagine if you roll a nat 20 100 there?
Yeah.
Fucking killed the horse.
Your rock lands in the horse enclosure.
Okay.
You're trying to throw it from underneath the caravan, trying to whip it up is more
Stupid horses, why didn't they get scared of that rock? They're so stupid. Alright, well, I'll wait for the guards to pass and I'll go and...
Roll me an... are you looking at the horses?
I am, yeah.
Roll me a perception.
Ooh, 20.
You recognise the horse you threw a rock at.
Oh, I see. It's one of mine.
Is a horse you gave Rakat to go to her Levon.
Oh, that's not good. That's not very good.
And you recognise that both of them, you're like, actually, those are the 2 horses we rode back with Gorlock on.
Well, they're our horses. We stole them fair and square.
Yeah.
Yep, they have your horses.
Wonder why Rackab would give them our horses. That's weird of him.
Well, maybe they stole them off him.
Maybe the robbery didn't go so well this time for him.
Okay. Well, he's down the mine then. Or eaten. Either the mine or he's been eaten. That'll be a good thing to tell Dante about. Some other collateral damage has been pulled into his scheme. Right, I'm going to try and sneak out of here, I think.
Okay.
14
So no more
plus
throwing
12.
rocks at horses.
No.
Okay.
Done with the rock throwing horse game.
Okay. I'm gonna like with the length of your rolls. You with those number of 12s and 20s and 36s, you have snuck underneath and you're out of there.
Here I go. So, Dante, good news, bad news situation.
They've got Rakab's horses. I can't believe it.
Who's metagaming over here?
Yeah.
There's been an awful lot of metagaming since I've been gone. Yes, they've got Rakab's horses. I feel like Rakab is either in the mine or he might be in Arkwright's belly.
This is terrible.
Yeah, well,
If just the shareholders weren't worried enough.
he's part of the Vandermeer Five, so yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, yeah, it's bad for him, I mean, on a personal level, but on a business level, this is terrible.
I think our business prospects are already quite hampered by the fact that, our farm is going to be shut down. Because we're wanted for murder.
What? Allegedly.
So, we found out the mine's here. We found out the business is going to carry on going as far as the circus is concerned. We found out the Rakab's probably been found. We don't know where the drones are.
Okay.
We don't know any Vryloka are. What's the next move?
There does not seem to be an easy way to get at these guys. You say you heard, I'm assuming you told me, you heard them talking in the tent?
Yep.
2 more days, they said.
Yep.
Interesting. But then you didn't see their shadows. Well, so...
On the purple tent you did.
Oh, the purple tent you did.
No, not the red and white tent.
I think that's the setup they got in there. I reckon there's lights all in there so they can see the excavation work they're doing. I think that,
Do you think this could be an opportunity? We strike through the purple tent and then...
Well, we can get PC Pennywise easy.
PC Primrose. PC Pennywise.
We could get him quite easily.
Yeah.
In the purple
You remember when you last fought a very local lord? It was so easy.
We could grab him
It
easily.
only involved you throwing grenades around the house and Dante becoming infected with sort of evil spirits that haven't played a part yet.
We can't attack as well. We can't attack him there because the entire circus will fall down on us and...
It'd be really bold. I like it.
It's easy. What we'll do is we'll get all the ropes for the tent, right?
But if we attack him when the circus folk are organised trying to deal with something else, like a unleashed rumble lion, it might create a distraction for us.
But we don't know where the Rumble Lion is. Where is he?
There we do.
I'll tell you where the
Yeah.
rumble line
Where is he?
He points to the big... Oh, sorry, listeners, I punched the mic. He points to the big enclosure and goes... And it's all covered, and he goes,
Yeah.
That's where the rumble line is.
Well, which next to the animals?
Yeah,
There's another
back.
enclosure. Okay.
There's 3 enclosures.
Right.
There's lions, and Gorlock tells you there's bears, and then Gorlock tells you that last one is rumble
I
lions.
see. But he never comes out for the shows. That was the
No.
right.
Gorlock does not understand why they have a rumble lion. He's quite frustrated. It's scary.
How do they transport him on the road?
The cage itself, well, the cage itself, they attach wheels to it, and they roll the whole thing down.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I really am slightly disappointed we're not watching the show.
Well, the show's not on yet.
No, we must remain focused. I'm really out of ideas about how we can achieve this without causing an absolute shitstorm.
Well, I imagine that's what we'll end up doing.
Yeah, that's for your lesson. That's you, the bars idiot. You can just jump out if you want. So you have a number of sort of strategies. It depends how patient you want to be. There's obviously waiting till the show's on and knowing that a lot of your targets are going to be sort of probably involved in performing the show. That's going to certainly distract them. There's going to be a lot of people going around during the show, so that's going to give you a lot more cover. There's trying to get into the mining works before the show and investigating and seeing what's going on. They're trying to disrupt the mining and whatever they're doing down there. They're trying to do something that's going to take them 2 days, whatever it is. That seems difficult. There's trying to take people out before the shows even start and stopping the show even happening. You're not entirely sure what the plan is at the moment and what the best course of action is. But
Gorlock, where do the inner circle clowns sleep? Where do they go? What are their movements?
He points you towards some. There's sort of by the Rumble Lion enclosure. There's an orange and white tent that he suggests is where the Delata spend most of their time. And he says they keep their caravans around that.
And they don't visit out the town at all. Do they ever?
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, sometimes we'll go to a city and it's like a couple of them will go into town for a bit. We had a run of bad luck where we were in town, like assassinations would happen and stuff like that, and we'd have to leave pretty sharpish because the mood would turn.
I see. And the guards are on the circus side and not ours. Typical stupid guards. So... what kind of people were assassinated?
One time we were in Torhay, and this like really important like Baron guy got killed, and we were in Seathwaite nearby once, and like this like politician guy, his wife was killed in an accident on a boat, and then one time we're near Brideshaven and the mayor was killed. Oh, the bishop was murdered near the abbey as well. Forgot about that one.
Is that somewhere else or here?
No, that was out. Oh, where were we then? No, we were only out in a small village. It was very strange, and the bishop just happened to be coming through to visit an abbey. What are the chances? It was not really. It was like this, where the village are like, is this place even big enough for the circus?
So, Dante, do you think that they might be here just for mining, or are they here to assassinate people?
I think they're trying to uncover something from the ground. Maybe an artifact, maybe, who knows, maybe some material of power for some other plan. I don't think it's a coincidence, if there is indeed mining going on in that tent, that the circus is here at this spot. It's going to have been orchestrated by someone somewhere.
I wonder if we could coax them out, Do something to make it so that someone in town becomes a target. And then when they go to strike that person, we can take them out.
We could ask Gorlak to go to the jail and hand himself in.
You could ask me that, but I'd really rather not.
Hey,
Gorlak is okay.
this is still a robbery, all right?
Hey, what we could do... What if we can somehow convince them that Gorlak is hiding out somewhere and we set a trap for them?
Yeah, I like the sound of it.
But we need to make sure the Vryloka get the message, but the city guards don't get the message.
Why don't we not go back to the city and do it outside the city? Because I kind of feel like we're making it much more difficult for ourselves by going back there.
Well, obviously. But my point is that how are we going to get that message to the Vryloka in a way that doesn't seem obvious, doesn't seem like a trap? What if we paid someone in town to go to the circus one of these nights and pretend to be talking to their friends saying that they saw that Gorlak was hiding out somewhere near one of the clowns? The clowns would tell someone else, it would go up the food chain, they'll send out Vryloka.
I think this could work. Could be.
We need
Roll insights?
Ooh. That means we've done something very wrong or very right.
Nope.
12 plus 4, 16.
You remember from looking at the wanted posters, there was like a reward for information, and they were asking for money to either to the city guard But you think maybe information going to, like if you had someone with one of those posters going up to the clowns themselves, that might be a way of sort of delivering this message, because everyone was being given these posters and asked for information. So that poster might be an excuse for someone to be talking about Gorlock's location. People are searching for him, so the poster might be a nice in for people.
We just need to know.
We need a fourth person who's nothing connected to any of us, and who won't recognise us.
Where's Rakam?
Where's Rakam? Maybe the wife. Maybe.
Yeah, get the whole family fucked over.
I mean, they're already going to starve without Rakam.
I reckon look after themselves.
Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to find a place where we can set this trap. Second thing we need to do is find out someone to go up and tell the information.
I mean, there is a plan forming here of spreading this information to the Vryloka and making sure that they are sort of on the case of Gorlock or similar.
Well, if we... it's getting late now. Maybe we should go find somewhere to rest, and then tomorrow morning we look for places that we can make this plan go down.
Okay, where do you want to go and rest?
I guess in the forest somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you want to search for that place tonight?
No, I think in daytime probably.
Yeah, indeed. When we get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go deeper into the forest and you start to look for somewhere sort of deep, so you can sort of a hollow where you could light a fire for the night and rest. Okay. You find somewhere absolutely perfect. The location is deep. No light from your fire would shine out. It's surrounded by a nice ring of trees. You find it an absolutely perfect location.
The only trouble is there's a bear living there.
And overnight, with you keeping watch, you wake up in the morning all rested.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so what's on the agenda today? Not cause the town guards to chase us for hours on end?
I mean, 24 hours have gone without a murder.
Yes. I feel like we need to up our productivity.
Which is in the same ratio that they'd had before you'd arrived in town.
Yes.
This very peaceful, beautiful town where no murders occur and 8 happen in one day. It was a bit of a shock to the system for everyone.
That's what happens when Dante and Grot rolls into town.
You needed to go to more like Midsummer Murders.
Yes, yeah. So, we're in the forest now. Can I get a view on the lake from where we are?
No, that's much further south.
Okay.
The lake goes to the south.
Okay. Does the forest... Okay. Just trying to work out mentally my
We've
mind
got like
where the locations
wall
are.
of rocks behind us or anything.
There's mountains sort of around you. You're sort of in the forest. I mean, you've occasionally come across like little old tracks and stuff that you can tell used to be worn in the forest. So you could follow some of them and see what you could find.
Well...
Other than that, you suspect if you went even further out towards the mountains, there's a chance of finding an abandoned mine shaft or something like that.
Yeah, maybe go up to the mountains. I was thinking that.
They seem a distance away. So closer would be anything that's left in the forest, maybe an old hut or something like that. And if you wanted to go further afield, then you're going to be going quite a distance, but you could probably get to the bottom of the mountains where the mine shafts might be. Otherwise, if you wanted to go south and nearer the town, you could definitely find more sort of old farms and mills and stuff like that, and anything along the lakeside, which would be there. You could definitely find properties along the lakeside if you're willing to go back to it, and it's only sort of a half-hour walk.
Okay. Let's go round the lakeside.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah?
So,
So you take a large berth of the town, I assume?
Yeah.
So you keep a really wide berth of town.
So what is that? We're in the forest in the north, then there's a circus.
So there's a circus with the forest all around it, and sort of to the north, the west, and the east. The path leads from the circus down into the town, which is on the side of the lake, on the north edge of the lake, and below it is the lake.
Yeah.
So you've got the lake.
And where's the farm that we?
The farm that you stayed in is over to the west.
To the west.
So you're going to go around to the east, following the lake round to the east.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the town's on the sort of northwest top of the lake itself. It's a very large lake, just in this mountainous sort of.
Are there any islands on the lake?
We're going to have to get there first. So we get down there and do perception checks for me.
20.
Yeah, there's a few little islands on the lake. If you had a boat, they'd be accessible. They're not massive.
How big?
You're talking, you'd be able to. There's sort of 10, 20 trees on each one. And there's a few rocks around it. They're pretty scrubby, but someone could get out there. You'd struggle to live out there. Along the side of the lake, you do see sort of abandoned fishermen's cottages and stuff like that. And there's further down there's sort of a jetty, and you can see a broken crane sort of that would have taken stuff off boats at some point.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it must be shipping stuff from one side of the lake to the other.
Yeah, at some point it looks like it may have happened, or someone had tried to do something like that, and it didn't. It clearly didn't pan out. It's very quiet around here now.
So my thoughts are that if we trick them into thinking Gorlock's on the island, then they'll have to boat out there.
Yeah.
And it'll be easier to keep them contained.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the idea of getting them out somewhere away.
So
The only trouble is, are we going to take advantage of that to kill them all at once, or are we going to use that advantage to then sneak around the circus more? What's the...
kill them.
Yeah.
If they're sending Vryloka.
Yeah, Dante's all over that. Kill as many as possible. But it's how we kill multiple at the same time. Like,
Is there much...
we don't have easy access to explosives or...
Well, if they show up on the island, they think it's just Gorlock, then we turn up.
Yeah, Grot, we had a little bit of trouble killing one head Vryloka on our own last time.
Well, I don't think Head Vryloka is going to come. It's not like PC Primrose is going to turn up.
We don't know. I mean, I was kind of hoping they would, but I was kind of yeah.
I'm trying to pitch for a couple of clowns. A couple of Vryloka clowns.
Roll some insight.
I'm going to roll some insight. Let me think about this.
19 plus
22.
So far, even at the way Gorlock had been spotted at the bar, they didn't even send a Vryloka in. They just sent lackeys, and then it seemed to be like Escobombardado was in the
we
thing.
still had no proper confirmation. We've not, apart from the anecdotes about the stuff on their
Gorlock
neck.
told us.
Yeah, Gorlock told us. The thief.
Yeah, Gorlock, the incredibly trustworthy ward.
Well, Arkwright is the name of one of the Vryloka Council who you met.
But we haven't
Got seen him.
100%.
Yes.
Fairly certain. Goggles, white hair, matches the description you've seen. Talking about the right sort of thing that you'd heard.
Ideally, we'll create a cave in while he's down there then. Trap the fucker.
A cave in? Oh, well, in the mine.
He's still on the island plan. Don't swap between plans so quickly.
I can't imagine that. Arc. What was it? Sorry, was it?
No, I know.
Arc Knight.
I mean, I just wasn't there at all because I didn't realise you were just obsessing over what's going to happen
Killing
in
the
2 days'
Vryloka.
time. Okay, so we're thinking that maybe if we say he's on the island, maybe if the same thing happens as what happened before, a Vryloka's going to turn up with a party of...
You rolled really high on your insight, didn't you?
Yeah, 20.
You'd just logically, you'd think they'd probably send someone more senior this time because last time it went wrong. But you think it might be a stretch over little old Gorlock to send the head Vryloka.
Yeah.
So they might send a party out to the island while the Vryloka waits behind because they didn't send anyone into the pub to get Gorlock. Or they might send everyone to the island. So maybe we set a trap and wait for a boat party to go out to the island. Maybe we follow them, or maybe we kill whoever's left on shore.
Yeah. Take them one by one. I think a distraction. I mean, if we attack them when they're at their weakest, travelling on the boat to and from.
How are we going to get them on the boat?
Yeah, and how are we going to identify which island? There's a lot to plan, Grot, with this.
Well, I think the island's not going to be difficult. Like, for instance, if we give a tip somehow that it's on one of the islands, and then we just put a fire on one of the islands, make sure it burns for a while.
How you get into the islands?
Well, I'm an aqua bugbear.
You look at it, and it does look swimmable, but hard work.
Yeah, we should probably get a boat.
Gorlock, can you
make us a boat? Could you just...
Nope. I would have no idea where to start. He's skimming pebbles on the lake. Like he's listening to all your plans about using him as bait. He's just nodding like, oh, seems like bait.
How busy is this lake?
Well, you are quiet.
So we still have the problem of trying to work out how we're going to get this message out.
Yeah.
A fire on one of the islands would be noticeable. You could see the islands from town. So a fire on one of them, people would spot that. The lake is dark at
We want to
night.
make sure that the guards get...
I tell you what, let's go to the island, light a fire, leave Gorlak's jester's costume there, and then the city guard might go and investigate it. Word might get back to the circus, and they might go and try and see if they do their own investigation.
Yeah, maybe. I still think maybe waiting on the road and talking loudly from passers-by. If we just talk about somewhat seeing a halfling taking refuge on an island.
Okay.
I think, and then that message might go in the crowd, and the crowd members might see some of the posters and then try and get the reward money. I just don't want the city guard to be involved.
Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to get a third. I don't think we're going to get a third person. They didn't recognise me when I went into the crowd last time. We'll wait till tonight. I'll go into the. Sorry, what was the? I've forgotten the name of it.
Circus? Freak show?
Freak show. To the freak show and have some chats to people at the bar area. Maybe go to the milkshake bar. I mean, I'm really, really hoping there's milkshake.
Do we still have a horse?
Oh, what?
A horse?
No.
We've lost. Okay. No. Because then the problem is, how do we get?
We gave Gorlock all the horses. Remember?
How do we get you from the circus to the island to set the trap? That's
I
the other
thought
problem.
perhaps. Well, it wouldn't go immediately. It would take time to filter through, perhaps.
So you're going to go out and light the fire now?
You go light the fire. I'll meet you at the.
Daylight the fire is going to be less visible to
Yeah,
people.
no, I think we want to.
Well, yeah, it's going to take. If I start.
It's the morning now, so even by the time you get back to the circus isn't going to be open yet.
Yeah, no, we've got all day to do something. Yeah, I think we should light the fire in the evening, and then you go to the circus and start spreading the rumours, and then come back, and I'll be with Gorlak on the island.
Okay.
And I think maybe we should try and hit them on the island. Yeah.
Pick one which will take time for the city guard to get to. We don't want to have to deal with two problems at once.
Yeah.
There is the one island that is slightly larger than the others.
Oh yeah, I'll pick the larger one.
Yeah, there's more trees on it. You can't see the middle of it, but it looks like there'll be enough space to manoeuvre around, hide maybe.
You get there. I'll swim out to you when the time comes.
Okay.
Start digging some shallow graves.
I will. Okay, I'm going to go to the island of Gorlak.
Okay, so how?
Well, we'll look at see if there's any boats that we can steal, but that might be
Yeah, not along here.
I'll just keep on walking along and see if there's any.
Okay, you come across. Yeah, you do see further on, past the crane, there does seem to be a fisherman's cottage around there, and you can see someone fixing nets.
Okay. Oh,
Kill him, steal the boat,
no, I'm not going to do that. I might go in there and have a word.
rob him.
Yes, exactly. So where was he inside his cottage?
No, he's sitting on the dock fixing a net.
How long is it? How long would it be to walk from circus down to where they are?
From there all the way to the circus to there, we're talking maybe an hour and a half.
It's not too long. I think I'll go with you, and then I'll just walk back in the evening.
Okay,
Yeah, it's morning. You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna
Right,
There's no need to split up yet. I'll tell you when you're running out of time for the day.
boys, it's time for a robbery.
Okay. I'll lead. I walk up and say, "Hello, good evening."
You startle him because he's a very old man with very poor eyesight. He's fixing nets.
Poor eyesight, it's a boon you might not recognise us. Just buy the boat. Excuse me, how poor is your eyesight?
Oh, it's getting worse by the year.
You don't by any chance have a boat for sale?
I only have my fishing boats.
Oh, I do like fishing. Would it be possible to rent your boat for a day?
I suppose so. I need to fix my nets to get another haul in, so...
How
yes.
much for you would it cost to buy you a new net?
To buy a new net? Well,
Yes.
they cost 20 silver in town, but I've not been to town for days.
Here's 50 and I'll bring the boat back tomorrow.
He takes it. Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure.
Do you have any spare nets?
No, that's why I'm fixing this one.
Do you have any harpoons
We have
for fishing?
No, I don't. That's not the sort of fishing I do.
Small
I'm
scale.
more net based.
We'll just have to use our own rods.
He looks at money in his hands and he goes, Are you going? Where are you going? You're going fishing today?
Overnight, we were thinking.
He smiles, he nips into his house, he goes, well, that'll keep you warm, and gives you a bottle of some sort of spirit in a ceramic bottle.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
You've given him a lot of money for some new nets.
Strong, is it?
Oh, that'll definitely keep you warm. Can I ask a favour?
Oh, certainly.
If you have any spare after your catch, could you leave them on the pier for me? It's been a tough, lean year.
Any particular,
Fish, please.
No, very local then.
Oh, I don't know what... No, I don't eat that.
Not a liver man.
Well, I eat liver, fish livers, yeah, cod liver, lovely oil.
Oh, did hear that.
Well, we got ourselves a boat.
The old man goes inside his house and actually starts immediately packing off and heading himself off to town, whistling a tune.
Wonderful. Okay, let's get out to the island then.
Fantastic.
You want to row, Dante? You haven't had a workout in a while.
I'm not going to make you roll for rowing a rowboat across a placid lake.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to take the time to do it. I don't think you're in any sort of rush. You come across the largest of these sort of islands. It takes a bit of manoeuvring to get yourself parked, but you're now on a sort of an island the size of sort of half a football pitch.
Okay.
So it's actually quite a good size. And you see there are some stone ruins actually on the island. Something was here at some point.
Ooh. Okay, let's go investigate those. Yeah.
It seems to be an old, decrepit temple. Just a very small little, almost shrine size.
Who's got some religion? This place looked like a holy place.
Once upon a time I used to, but not anymore. No. 12.
You got a bit strange, Dad.
That was a very strange one. And you rolling, Grot?
Well, I don't think I'll recognize any of these, but I'll have a look anyway.
I did.
I got a 9.
No, you don't recognise any of them. But it seems a relatively...
Does it have symbols on them?
Yeah, it's got one symbol, sort of a backward S with a gold circle at the tip, a gold circle in the middle, and a gold circle at the end.
Go look, are you a man of...
No, he's just rolled. No, he's not.
How's that lollipop going?
He's just chewing the stick now.
Okay.
You know, Gorlak, if you lick the lollipop in a certain way, you can actually make a very sharp implement.
Go look, I wouldn't listen to this advice. Using a lollipop to kill people is a very bad idea.
May I have a lollipop, please?
No, I don't have any left.
No, he did give away all his lollipop. Yeah.
Yeah, I gave them all to the family that we dropped in the shit.
Even Saraba got one.
To say I'm disappointed is an understatement.
I'm gonna be honest, I think Saraba was flirting with me as well. I think she'll do anything for business.
No, you got a vibe.
Okay, so these are ruins.
Yeah, it's just...
What's the actual layout of them? Is there a...
So, it is just... you can see... If we're facing towards it, the front left corner, the no roof at all, gone completely. It just seems there have been 4 pillars on each corner, but the front left, back left have collapsed completely. The wall is crumbling in between them. There's an archway in order to get in. There's cracks in it, but it's still managing to hold together. The pillar on the right is stayed up and is probably about 15 feet tall, as is a pillar at the back. To the right, you can just see an old well is uncovered, and as you look through, you can just see it's a plain stone floor with this patterned S drawn on it in sort of a geometric pattern, and there seems to be a small altar at the back. It's very, very simple. Maybe temple is not right. Shrine might be closer. We're talking about a very small space.
There's trees around this?
Yeah, there's a tree sort of around the edge of the island, so that someone's either cleared this by cutting down the trees, or there was always sort of like a little
Perhaps
clearing
this
here.
was a nice place at one time. Place of happy people. Or maybe they committed ritual sacrifices of children. You know, you never know with religion.
Yeah, you can't tell what sort of
Can I
religion
go
it
over
is.
to the altar and inspect it?
Yep, you can.
What's there? Can I lift it up?
No, it's just a stone altar built into the floor.
altar.
Yeah, you look at it. Nothing obvious occurs to you straight away by looking at it. You can give it an investigate if you want.
Yes, I will investigate it. I got a 11.
It just seems like a stone altar. You're not sure it does anything.
Right, lay the jester outfit around just in case. I'll head back off to the circus.
The jester outfit?
Yeah, we've got to make it look like he's actually living here.
Okay, I guess so.
Because if we're going to jump them, we want them to,
No, I
look at, we
suppose,
want them to
actually.
see something. And
Yeah,
then-
we'll
Yeah.
put down a bedroll.
What are you going to do? Are you going to go for the fire straight away now? Or are you going to, like...
No, I'm going to have a look round first.
Yeah?
See if I can...
Give me
set some
investigate.
traps. Yeah, I'm going to investigate the well as well. See
Yeah.
how deep it goes. 10 plus 4.
You look down the well, it seems relatively deep. You drop a stone, you hear it splosh at the bottom. Seems to be a well, maybe deep enough that it goes into sort of an underground cavern with where the lake meets it. You're going to keep walking around it?
Yeah, I'll keep going around the back.
Around the other side of the temple, the shrine, you do find an open and uncovered hatch.
Oh, a hatch! Perfect! We can keep you down here, Gorlock.
You go down it and you do find that you are in a cellar, a stone-walled cellar, and there are chains and manacles on the wall.
Perfect. Some seriously...
Rusty,
kinky-
but...
Why the hell are there chains and manacles down here?
Keep one of them here and draw all
Dante,
the
what
others
the
to us.
fuck is this kind of This is the kind of shit you're into.
Well, if we manage to get one of them, we keep
Well,
one
they're
of
not
them.
approved to how
I'm gonna look around for bloodstains, see if there's any remnants of skeletons or anything.
Yeah.
around. In this basement, well, I just gone into the basement. There's chains on the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, 15.
You don't see any bloodstains. It looks pretty ancient, this place, but you do see scratch marks on the wall.
Oh God.
That's how we draw them to us. We capture one of them.
Well, and what?
The Vryloka.
Yeah.
Chain him up, draw all the rest to us. Have at it.
Well, fight them all here.
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe. So in this basement, so there's just chains on the wall. Nothing else of any note.
Nothing else at all of any note.
Okay, I'm gonna send Gorlak down the well. Gorlak!
Okay, there's no bucket or anything. There's
I'm
no
gonna tie
chain.
some rope around him.
Okay, you tie 50-foot rope around him. Roll up the survival to see how safely you do that.
Gorlak, hold on tight.
11.
I said tight.
That's your knot. Gorlock is holding on tight.
Can I have a look at the knot and see how
Yeah.
it looks? That's 20.
That knot looks average.
I don't
Gonna
say
retie
anything.
it.
It's fine.
Happy.
But it's fine, isn't it?
It's average. It's fine.
That looks like a cromulent rope. Tie, not thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, down you go, Gorlak.
Okay, a strength test on you to lower him
Do you
down.
want to help me, Dante? Can you help me lower him down here?
I mean, if I must. What?
God, you're helping. I'm a bit tired from all that rowing.
11 and a 3.
Yeah, and Gorlock himself wedges his feet on the wall and sort of half climbs to make sure
That's
that
it, boy.
all his weight's not upon you. So he's not too bad. At the end of the rope, he's reached the water.
It would be terrible if he fell down
Can you see an opening down there, or is it just water?
and couldn't get back up.
He sort of looks. He goes,
Ever.
the water's moving. There may be a cavern underneath it.
There may be a cavern underneath here. Interesting. Can use your dark vision to see further into the cavern.
I have been trying to learn from you, Master. He sticks his head under the water and comes back up and goes, "Ah!" No,
How's it taste?
fresh.
Oh, well, that's fine then. All right,
You think it's the same as the lake water? Lake water looks drinkable.
let's bring you back up.
Time-wise, whenever it's more appropriate, I will nip off to the...
Now, around now, it would start to be appropriate for you to, if you're going to row back and then walk back.
I'll leave this with you.
Okay.
I'll see you in... I'll see you this evening.
Yeah. So
There's not an awful lot of wood on the islands. You'd have to do some work to get enough wood to burn to have a big fire.
Sharpen those knives.
well, just smash this boat up.
I will
He's-
swim back to shore, then.
In armour? Let us discuss swimming in metal armour.
Do you want me to keep the
There
armor
were
here?
some trees around it, but you'd...
Yeah. No. You take the boat back. I was just joking.
How far?
Those bits of driftwood and
how
stuff,
many
it's-
meters away? How many feet away from the shore are we?
You're about 800. It's quite a distance.
I was going to say no.
Half a mile? No, less than that. Maybe 600, 500, 600 feet.
I'm gonna need the boat.
Yep.
I don't
take it.
I can swim that far.
Okay. No, take it.
Which kind of... Okay, I take the boat back to the fisherman's place,
Yeah.
park it up there, make my way
The
up.
fisherman is back.
Yeah. We'll be coming back, just gonna get some more bait.
Did you catch any?
Not yet.
And your friends, they drowned?
No, they stayed on the...
They stayed on
the island.
Oh!
One of the big ones.
They're on the big islands.
Oh, okay. What's happened? What's
Well, we don't step on the islands.
Oh, why?
Well,
Bad
there's
fishing?
There's a shrine there, and many bad things were done there.
Oh, like what?
People were taken there, and many people disappeared there.
By, whom?
By whom? They only called him one thing. They called him the Dark Man. And we'll deal with that next week. Thanks for listening.
Dark Man.
The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.